So Bronny James continues to showcase his skills. The past 2 games have been really solid for him. Now, before that, he did struggle. Not going to lie, coming out the gates, he was looking rough. But what I've been seeing is some improvement. And no surprise, when it comes to somebody who's developing and trying to find his way in the league, it's going to take time. And what you're looking for in the Summer League is just flashes of potential. Like, these are just 2 games, but it gives us an idea of what I almost said LeBron, of what Bronny James could be in the NBA. I think of him like a Drew Holiday or a Derek White project, where he could be an elite defender. He can shoot the ball and cut to the lane for open layups or offensive rebounds and be a pest on the defensive side of the ball. And what I saw in this game against the Cavaliers was a guy who was really good on defense. He was guarding Amani Bates, and Amani Bates, he's got potential himself. I know he has some legal issues and he's trying to find his way in the league, but you have to imagine a taller guy and you're able to stay with him on the ball. There was moments where Bronny James was playing the gaps and he was moving really well, reacting a lot quicker. And when the Cavs tried to set screens, what Bronny James is, he went over the top of it. And it was really impressive to see. And when the ball was moving around the perimeter, Bronny James did a good job of getting back to a spot to close out on the shooter. So they had to reset the offense. So what you're seeing here is flashes of potential. A guy who's still finding his way in the NBA. It's going to take some time. There's going to be some growing pains. So if he ends up in the G League, people are probably going to troll him and say, oh, yeah, look at Bronny James. We told you, ha, ha, ha. But people forget there's a process to getting better in the NBA. Not every player figures it out overnight. And we don't know Bronny James' potential right now. I think he could be a really good role player in the NBA. Could he be an all-star? I don't know. That's just something we'll have to wait and see on. But I do see flashes because when I see him guarding a guy like Amani Bates, he's taller, more athletic, and he's able to stay with him. You translate that to the NBA, we're going to deal with taller athletic wings. And Bronny James, I know he's 6'1". I think he's got like a 6'7", 6'8" wingspan. You're looking for potential here. And Bronny James reminds me a lot of Drew Holiday and Derek White. And we've seen the versatility of Drew Holiday and Derek White during the playoffs and during the regular season. They can guard 1 through 5. Not always perfect with the big man, but they can hold their own. And that's what you're looking for with Bronny James. What is his potential? What can we do? How can we fit him in our system? And it's important for Bronny James to just keep getting better. I saw on the offensive side of the ball where the Cavaliers would just play drop coverage. And Bronny James would take advantage of that, whether it's driving to the paint or he would just pull up in the mid-range. And he was successful in those moments. I also like the fact that he recognized when the Cavaliers were going drop coverage and he took advantage of it. So what you're looking for is for his reactions to improve, his awareness on the basketball court. And as long as he's doing that, he's going to get a roster spot. No matter how you feel about LeBron James and Bronny James getting his opportunity, what you want to see is a player getting better. And there was another play where Amani Bates was slowly getting back on defense. He was backpedaling and taking his time. Bronny James turned on the Jets, used his athleticism, got to the rim, got an easy layup. That's another sign of a guy who can run in transition. And if he's recognized an opportunity to score, that's what you're looking for as well, to just create easy offense for himself. So for Bronny, as long as he can continue to work on that, get in a rhythm, and work on his strengths, then he's going to find a role. Now, defensively, I think he's got a lot of potential because when I see him doing a good job of getting over the top of a screen, sticking to his man, especially Amani Bates had a play where he was faking the screen and Bronny didn't fall for it, and he stuck with his man. So you're looking for just flashes of this. And then what you're trying to tell with Bronny James is, hey, on this play, you were fantastic on defense. Keep doing that. That's how you're going to find a spot. That's how you're going to make an impact on the basketball court. So I just look at it like habits. You want to build the right habits when you're on the basketball court. It's like in life. You want to build the right things, the right behaviors, the right routines. Same thing with basketball. If you're just building good habits, you're going to get better out there. Another adjustment that I like what Bronny James is doing was when he was off the ball. In previous games, he just sat there, whether it was in the corner or in the perimeter, and just watched the offense play out. What he did in this game, he was cutting to the basket when he didn't have the ball. And what happens in those situations is he's either going to get an easy layup or an offensive rebound opportunity. If he does that on a consistent basis, where he plays off the ball and sets himself up for success in the paint, he's either going to draw a foul, he's either going to get an easy layup, or he's going to get an offensive rebound. Sometimes he might get a block shot. But again, you want him in those positions where it makes the offense easier for the Lakers. And what these past 2 games have shown me is that he's making the adjustments. He's watching the film and he's going out there and applying what he sees. And nobody wants to talk about this, but he's been better than the number 2 pick, Alex Sarr. He's been atrocious. I mean, my goodness, he scored 0 points and in 2 points the last game. But you have Bronny James out here making the proper adjustments. Nobody wants to talk about that, but it's the truth. I know there's a lot of LeBron James trolls out there. I know there's people out there, like, they say things about him, like, he joined other teams. And I don't care. If you have the right to sign on a team and you're a free agent, you do what you want to do, no matter how the fans feel about it. You need a good roster to win championships. You can say whatever you want about, he put himself in these opportunities. If the man wants to win, he's going to go out there and try to win championships. But if he didn't do that, y'all would still criticize him. I don't understand the hypocrisy there. So what I've learned in these past 2 games with Bronny James is he's applying better habits. And as long as he continues to work on this day in and day out, he's going to find himself on a roster. For me, if Bronny James can shoot between 35 to 40% from 3, if he can learn to still play off the ball and find himself in situations where he's getting offensive rebounds, he's able to lay the ball in when he's available in the dunker spot, and he's drawing free throws, that's going to keep him on the basketball court. Because you want to win the hustle plays. You want to be out there showing effort. And on the defensive side of the ball, if he's sticking to guys who are taller than him, he's bothering him. Like Imani Baines, I think he shot 4 of 13 last night. And he's a tall guy. And you see Bronny James bothering him. That's a good sign for the future, because when it translates to the NBA and you play those taller athletes and you have Bronny James on them, you could use him as a defensive specialist. Now Bronny James is building value for himself. And again, when you're looking at the Summer League games, you're looking for flashes of potential. You're looking for those things that could evolve into something really good when they go into the NBA. And I know there's a lot of pressure on this kid because obviously his father's LeBron. But, early on, it was a struggle for him, but he's made the adjustments and he's shown that he can be a really good basketball player potentially. It's just about staying focused and working on the habits. And I think defensively, he's got a lot of potential. I really do. It's just a matter of continuing to work on those things and staying aware. Now, is he going to be perfect? No. Is he going to struggle? Of course. He's the 55th pick in the draft. I know people talk about him like he's top 10. I get that. That can be a little annoying. But again, when you have the name James on the back of your jersey, you're going to get that kind of attention. People might not like that, but the NBA's got to market things, and the Lakers get marketed all the time. So, yeah, shout out to Bronny James. Just playing solid these past 2 games in the Summer League. Hopefully he closes it out really well, and he goes into the training camp staying hungry and just trust the process, because it's going to be a long journey, especially with the LA media. They are very relentless. So if he doesn't play well, starting out the gates on the Lakers, maybe they send him to the G League. That's not an insult. Sometimes you just need to take some steps back to get better. But as long as he continues to form the right habits and he's out there improving and he's working on it, you can tell there's been a big difference these last 2 games with Bronny. If he keeps that up, he's going to find a roster spot. There's no doubt about it. And I hope he does, because at the end of the day, I know he got this opportunity. Can't blame him. If I had a follower like this, it's going to give me an opportunity to boost my resume, whether it's sports or something else, I'm going to take advantage of that. I just hope for Bronny James, he can just find a role, whether it's on the Lakers or another team in the future. Hopefully he can just find some success, because I don't wish for anyone's downfall. I know there's people out there trying to say, Bronny James is going to fail. He's not really that good of a player. I don't wish that. Hopefully it all plays out and he does well for himself. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how Bronny James has been looking the past 2 Summer League games. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.